Hey guys, Legendary Grimlock here, and today I got an exciting matchup for you guys here today, and it's Blue Marvel versus Black Adam, the living antimatter weapon versus the King of Conduct. Let's begin here. So where do I put Blue Marvel? Well, Blue Marvel is easily around the same levels as characters like Hulk, Thor, and Sentry, and this has been confirmed multiple ways. For starters, the first scan you saw, he took an attack from a bunch of Sentry level symbiotes and was actually able to rock them as well. He was also able to knock out Sentry cold with one punch here, and was even able to take attacks from a pissed off and trying Sentry who stated he was pushing him to his limit. And this was from Sentry himself, saying that Blue Marvel was pushing him to his absolute limits. However, with recent feats here, Blue Marvel has been able to combat the White Phoenix. Yeah, I know it's absolutely crazy, right? But being able to combat a White Phoenix is literally no joke, as I'll explain towards the end here. He's been able to defeat the Squadron Supreme and the Avengers on a couple of occasions here. And this includes Hyperion 13034, who was able to survive and actually tank the collision between two universes. In terms of speed, he's easily faster than light. He's been able to keep up with his wife Spectrum. And in terms of fighting, he's been able to absolutely blitz King Hyperion on a couple of occasions, being able to ragdoll and even straight up speed blitz the likes of Luke Cage, and being able to fly right after Nova to the point where this Nova was scared, which means he easily has FTL speeds. In terms of perception and combat speed, he should easily be above Ares, who can actually react and even fight in the span of blank time. And this has actually been shown on a couple of occasions with him being able to defeat an Avengers team of Ares, Iron Man, and Wonder Man, along with Sentry and Miss Marvel as well. So this means that his perception, combat, and possibly even travel speed is well within the blank time margins. Blue Marvel is really known for his antimatter manipulation. He can go down to molecular levels even further, being able to boost the likes of Spectrum's powers and abilities, being able to use it in AoE attacks to incinerate Anti-Man, and has even been able to harm and even hurt the White Phoenix here. He's been able to use this in plethora of ways, being able to amp his physical attacks, being able to reduce shields, being able to reduce energy blasts, and again, like I said, he's able to get inside someone's system and rewrite their DNA. But let's really talk about it here. Being comparable to the likes of Thor, Hulk, and Sentry, with Thor, even at his weakest state, being able to combat the likes of Dark Celestials, or the Final Host, if you will. This is important because the Final Host power will stroke through all the Marvel Universe, including to the point where it breached the nexus of all realities, which is important because each reality in the Marvel Universe is infinite. So this means it was felt throughout the entire Marvel multiverse. And yet, Blue Marvel is not only superior to this version of Thor, who was able to fight against these Dark Celestials, but should also be comparable to Cosmic King Thor, and with him being superior to Ares, who's been able to cut up the Chaos King. This would again put him at a multiversal to outerversal category. But if you don't want to consider that fact that the White Phoenix of the Crown is basically able to hold the entire Marvel multiverse in her hands, or at least a Marvel universe in her hands very easily. So this again would put Blue Marvel into the multiversal to outerversal level categories, with him having high ranges of antimatter manipulation and energy projection. But let's go into his opponent, Black Adam. Black Adam is by far one of the strongest beings in the DC universe. Probably the strongest on Earth still. He's been able to defeat the likes of the Justice League, Justice Society, and the Teen Titans all at the same time, and was able to straight up overpower the likes of Raven. Black Adam possesses incredible strength to the point where he can actually ragdoll a non-holding back Superman and a non-holding back Martian Manhunter, with both of these characters being the top tier members of the Justice League, if not the top two, if you really want to get into it. And Black Adam was able to beat them while holding back on Superman because he didn't want the fight, and being able to, straight up just three-piece Martian Manhunter like it was nothing. He's been easily able to react to characters like the Flash, including the characters on the same levels as Superboy Prime, even being able to harm Superboy Prime with his attacks as well. So this means Black Adam easily has faster than light speeds, easily in the nanosecond to infinite, if not inaccessible speed margin. Okay. Black Adam possesses a very good amount of hexes, but most particularly, it's really his lightning that comes here. His lightning has actually came a long way as well, to the point where he's able to use it as I beams, and this is allowed Superman Superman on plenty of occasions, even being able to harm and pretty much injure the Frost King. He's been able to use his lightning in combination with his punches to actually punch through dimensions, being able to break through the the Dark Army's chains that were actually controlling Darkseid and a couple other entities such as the Empty Hand. So you guys kind of get that. But his recent feats with being able to power up every hero on the planet actually demonstrates the power that Black Adam actually possesses here. This means that Black Adam is not only, pretty much having the power and the abilities to basically fuel every hero on Earth, but they go on to use his power to defeat the Dark Army itself, which consisted of every villain in that DC universe, including the likes of Necron, True Form Darkseid, and the likes of Eclipso, who Wonder Woman has taken down with Black Adam's power. So again, this would translate to Adam's power being a character that's able to pretty much destroy and take everyone out. However, I do have to point out the context of this is that the Dark Army is very weakened in this instance, to the point where their power was actually being drained in order to create a new multiverse. So this is pretty it's pretty interesting in my opinion, because this still puts Adam at an outerversal level, or a multiversal to outerversal level. And this is, again, still impressive because he scales above these characters who were able to create this multiverse, or at least in some sort of way he was. And this, I would have to say, definitely puts him superior to Raven, who was able to recently combat this weakened Spectre. This weakened Spectre was still able to harm the likes of John Stewart, okay? And this John Stewart was pretty much powered by the Godstorm, and yet the Spectre was still able to harm him with an energy blast as well. This would probably even make Black Adam above the likes of Dr. Light, who combined with the Speedsters is able to produce an energy that is able to free the darkness from the entire multiverse. So, this puts Black Adam around the multiversal to outerversal levels of categories. It's pretty simple and straightforward. But let's get into the fight itself. Now, when it comes down to these two characters, it's very iffy, in my opinion, because this fight could actually go either way. In terms of the physical or attributes that each character takes here, I'm going to have to look at this as the higher of the new feats. Is Black Adam's Dark Army feat above the likes of the White Phoenix feat? And it's very interesting because the White Phoenix is the purest essence of the Phoenix. The literal, the highest tier of Phoenix, if you will, right? Now, yes, Black Adam has been able to defeat Xandu, who was powered by Dr. Fate's helmet, and even uses lightning manipulation. It's come a long way here. Okay, it's pretty much one of the most well-developed. He's pretty much been one of the most well-developed characters since The Rock decided to play him in the movies. But with the likes of Blue Marvel, I feel like it's not going to be enough here. You see, Blue Marvel, in my opinion, does take the AP and destructive capability advantage. He also has the hexes advantage, while Black Adam has the speed advantage. Okay, in terms of strength and durability, I would say they're around the same level, but Blue Marvel can actually augment his strength a bit further than Black Adam's with the antimatter manipulation. Okay, so with that being said here, and with Black Adam's feats of being able to go above and beyond being able to surpass the likes of, characters like Anti-Man, and with, just the White Phoenix feat itself, with the White Phoenix now being scaled above the Beyonder, a non-retconned Beyonder, by the way, who's now back to his original state here. Yeah, that's what I mean here. I mean, sure, you still have these characters with multiversal to outerversal, AP. Again, like, characters like Superman. But then you have characters like Ares, who can fight against and combat the Chaos King and almost kill him. Then you have the fact that Blue Marvel is above the normal essence of the Phoenix Force, okay? The same Phoenix Force that is comparable to Cosmic King Thor and was actually being able to fight on par with entities and beings that were capable of overpowering this Cosmic King Thor temporarily. So if you look at it like that, and then this this Cosmic King Thor not only had the power of the Phoenix on top of the power of Gaia, which is basically the power over the power over the earth itself, not power over, earth itself, but power over, like earthly material and earthly planes. Basically, like any planet that will look like ours, Thor has the power over it and stacked on top of it. So with both of those powers in mind, this with the power cosmic of a Thor that recently was able to destroy the Black Winter that threatened all the 9 realms, which are 9 universes, basically a small multiverse, okay? Then stack that with the White Phoenix's power level. Stack that with the regular Phoenix's power level. And then you just have all these power levels that Blue Marvel can scale to, and scale relative to, and scale above to, while Black Adam scales around the same level as the Dark Army due to the sheer fact that they were weakened. I would have to say Blue Marvel takes it at the end of the day. But let me know what you guys think down below. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and share with your friends. This is Legendary Grimlock, and I'll see you guys later for the next Versus matchup. Peace.